And welcome to week 4 picks from Sideline Sports Today. And once again, it is your host, El Ruben. Back in the seat, back in the saddle. Week 4, time for a battle. Let's see if we get a close-up. Hey, didn't fix my hair today. Reminds me of the song by Live, Beautiful Gray. If you don't know it, look it up. The band Live was amazing. Beautiful Gray. No headphones today because my hair's looking spazzy. This one's sponsored by Blue Chew. Boop, boop. Keeps you up. Not literally sponsored by Blue Chew. We're sponsored by nobody. But Blue Chew's pretty good. Anyways, week 4 picks here at Legends Podcasting Studio. Your host, Ruben, is in the house. Last night was a battle between the Bulldogs and Hawaii. It came down to the last minute and 10 seconds, I believe it was. Passed right off the hands to an interception. Very disappointing. The team has really been battling back. It seems like they get cut up the middle from run plays. It's always been like that from Reggie Bush all the way to today. Bulldogs that cut up the middle with running plays. And then the passing plays get them right at the end. They're DBs. So I guess that's all teams. You know, that's the thing. Got to stop the run, stop the pass. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, they're probably going to lose their top 20 ranking, which is really, really disappointing because Hawaii wasn't ranked, and they had a brand new starting quarterback, so that doesn't look very good for your team when you lose like that. Anyways, so back to the National Football Organization / league. We got our picks here for the wrong computer. We got our picks here for the week. We're going to look at week 4, and the Thursday night game was Jacksonville and Cincinnati. I would pick Cincinnati on that over Jacksonville, and I believe I was correct on that one. And now, first thing in the morning, games are going on. Let's see, I might turn on a game or two before we head out. Atlanta, Washington. Atlanta's been looking terrible. Atlanta's been not looking good on offense. The defense has been struggling. Obviously, if you're out there a lot on defense, it makes it really hard for you to get, consistent gameplay when you're constantly tired, constantly fighting, constantly going. But I have Atlanta on this. The defense is going to take over, hopefully, and win the game for them. Houston and Buffalo. Buffalo is not going to lose again. If they do lose again, it will be the week 17 because they clinched the playoff spot and they pulled their starting players and it's happened to lose to a team that's trying to make the playoffs. I don't know who the last game of the week is or of the season, but I bet it's pretty close. Let's see, games are going on right now. It looks like the Chiefs and Falcons. Let me turn this down so I don't get shut down. Oh. There we go. Sweet. So back to this. Chicago and Detroit. Detroit is terrible. Man, Detroit, they almost beat the Niners, but the Niners have no defensive backs right now. They're trying to pull people out of retirement. They got a guy, Josh Norman. He left with a bruised lung. Man, how do you get a bruised lung? I mean, it's been a hard hit. I ain't joking. I don't want to get out there. I'll probably get a bruised everything, bruised ego, definitely. But anyways, Detroit and Chicago. Chicago's now going to start Justin Fields. They're going to play at home. But Detroit, I think, will have more consistency because, Chicago's moving around. Their starting quarterback's not in there. So I'm going to give this one to the Detroit. Carolina and Dallas. Dallas is looking hot. Carolina, once again, USC quarterbacks don't make it in the NFL. And even though I think they're, I was looking at their record here. I'm going to slide this over here. I believe the Carolina is 3-0. Let's see here. Yep. 3-0. Right? Carolina. Give me some more standings. Game. Sweet. But I'm going with Dallas on this. Dallas is looking hot. I got the running back of my fantasy team. Hopefully they win. Miami versus Indianapolis. Oh, man, Indianapolis is looking a little bit better, even though they haven't been playing so good. What is that? Here we go. That was last week's. Boom. Here we go. And now back to Minnesota and Cleveland. Oh, yeah. Indianapolis and Miami. Miami is going to have another starting quarterback who's not going to pull his weight. So I'm going to Indianapolis on this, even though they're in Miami. Cleveland and Minnesota, they think that Kirk Cousins is having a great year, maybe because he's unvaccinated. I don't know. Maybe because he's running for his life because he has to make sure, hey, if I'm going to take the stance, I better be the best quarterback out there. But I have no faith in Kirk Cousins anymore. I guess the organizations never did. That's why they franchised him over and over and over again. I think Cleveland's pretty hot. I think Cleveland's going to win it. The Giants versus New Orleans. Who are the New Orleans? I mean, you never know who's going to show up. And New Orleans are like the Chargers of the past. The Chargers of the past would be like, oh my God, Philip Rivers taking them to the Super Bowl. And the next game, they suck. And that's what the New Orleans look like. They come out one game, they destroy the team. They come out the next game, they look like trash. You're like, okay, back to Jameis Winston. Then they win again. Like, who are you? Who is this team? You know, what quarterback are they going to have in there? They're going to have the slash player, or they're going to have the throwing interception player. Let's see. But it's at home. I'm going to say New Orleans. Here, if you ever see me with this red cup, you know what this is? Coffee. Anyways. Tennessee versus the Jets. Jets suck. Okay, so Tennessee's going to take this one. Tennessee's looking good. The Jets just always find a way to suck. Somehow they find a way to. I mean, all those quarterbacks that they picking apart, Geno Smith, man, they just another USC quarterback, Mark Chavez or Sanchez. They just find a way to lose. You know, these fucking organizations. Kansas City versus Philadelphia. Kansas City is struggling. When Patrick Mahomes can run around, he is an athletic player. You know what I mean? It's like having an athletic player you play basketball with. Like, whoa, he made these crazy shots, but he's only making, 3 out of 10. You know, he goes to the hoop and does some crazy shit, and he makes the basket. But he doesn't make the next 7. It's like, dude, enough already. You know, he hits a 3 from half court. Oh my God. And then he misses the next 7. You know, Patrick Mahomes throws at a low 60%. First game of the season, he threw at 75. You know, I was like, oh great. I've been fucking saying this guy throws at 60% all his career. In the first game, he comes out and throws 75%, but then back to his normal. He probably prepared for that game all season, had all healthy players, but now it's back to normal. If you ever notice it, he throws it to the vicinity. It's kind of a game plan. And it's a good game plan. If you got receivers say, hey, get that ball. Get the ball. And that's what you need. Receivers that get the ball. So he throws them in the area, and Tyreek Hill makes some spectacular diving catch, and the defensive players just looking around trying to find him so he doesn't run away from him, But and Andy Reid is an awesome offensive coordinator, awesome. I really like him. I really wish he would have won something in Philadelphia, not against the Niners, but against someone else. But they're going to lose. Philadelphia's going to win this game. I believe in Jalen Hurts. I think he's going to add a little bit of running aspect to him. And I think the defense is ready for Kansas City. I think they're going to look for those ball hawk balls. 60%, that's a lot of interceptions you have a possibility of getting. So, Patrick Mahomes, athlete, yes, but you can't be successful low 60%. Once those receivers aren't in there, gone. So, Philadelphia, Rams, and Arizona, 2 undefeated teams. I think the Rams are legit. Matt Stafford, I would give him MVP at this moment. He is looking amazing. I said hopefully the only big loss they're going to have is against the Niners when we play them. I think it's like week 9 or week 8 or week 17, week 18, something like that. We play them twice. But I'm going to go with the Rams on this. Arizona's running backs or quarterbacks will be running all over the place, and they're going to sack him. I think this might be one of the times that the quarterback gets hurt and he doesn't make it through the whole game because they are fast and they're good on defense. 49ers and Seattle. Man, the 49ers are my team. I said they were going to be undefeated all the way through the end, only losing to the Rams once this year. But now, as you can see, their defensive backs are depleted. They have no DBs. Their running backs are no longer in there. Frank Gore's thinking about, come out of retirement. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Finally, they stopped talking about Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo sweeping. Like, you see Jimmy Garoppolo just lighting up, throwing good throws the whole time. He's doing great ball out there. But they're like, wait, we should replace him with somebody who runs. How about we just put him at running back then? Because we don't have a running back. If he's a good runner, put him at running back. Okay? Anyways, Niners over Seattle. Baltimore and Denver. Denver's been hot. Baltimore's been off and on, but Baltimore has the cohesiveness. It's a consistent team, consistent play, consistent coach, consistent everything, quarterback going at it. Baltimore's really going for a championship this year. I believe Lamar Jackson will be the first running quarterback, like a full-time type running quarterback, to win a Super Bowl. I think it's going to be his time. He's going to get set up. It's going to be a struggle to get to the Super Bowl. When he gets to the Super Bowl, though, it's going to be one of those mismatches, offensive defense. It's like sometimes a UFC fight. It's about matchups. Like one guy's style is dominant over another style. Like Kevin Holland, big fan of him, even though he'll say never be on the show. Kevin Holland, big shout out. Love you. His style is really dominant against strikers, but when he gets against those wrestlers, they get to him. That's the main thing, is trying to stop those takedowns. The last fight, man, was a heartbreaker. Seeing how it went down. But as much shit, see, this is what I like about Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland and I have a lot in common, is we like to talk, But you see he's smiling. He's always in a good mood. He's never talking trash, like, and mean. Like, even if he says something kind of like, I don't know, sharp and cunning, I guess, he still would love to hug it out. You know what I mean? Unless you are disrespectful, and then that's because to him it's about, I believe, about accountability, and authenticity, being authentic about your comments and who you are, and that's kind of like me. I usually, people always like, oh my God, you're such a bad mood, when they I'll comment on Facebook. I don't get on Facebook, but Instagram or social media, comment. People are like, man, why are you upset? I'm like, no, I'm having a great time. I'm talking, comments and making some poignant, statistics and jokes. I love it. And that's why I like Kevin Holland. I don't know how I got tied to this. We'll get back to that. Kevin Holland, is an awesome guy. But matchups, and that's where matchups matter. So I don't know why they keep matching up with wrestler after wrestler after wrestler. I guess they want to keep testing him. But Baltimore, I think their Super Bowl matchup is going to be man, I got to turn that down a little bit, huh? I think their matchup's going to be balanced to their half. The team's not going to be able to stop a running quarterback, and they're not going to have a plan for it. Not going to have a defensive end to be able to contain. And I think Baltimore probably, Lamar Jackson will have, this is my prediction, if the Niners don't make it, because they don't have the players. Our bench is depleting, our lineup is depleting. It's hard, and you don't have a strong, a lot of players to fill in. You need to make it to the end of the season. Unless they come back and also make a playoff run, then the Niners are going to win it. But Lamar Jackson will probably make the most rushing yards by a quarterback in the history of the NFL. I think he'll probably think Steve Young has a record of maybe in the Super Bowl. But that's my prediction there. Baltimore over Denver. Pittsburgh and Green Bay. Pittsburgh's done. Green Bay is going to win this. I think after the first week loss of Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers just said, fuck this. I'm just going to go kick everybody's ass. I'm pissed off, so I'm going to go be pissed off to those people instead of against my own team, right? So Aaron Rodgers is going to win that game against Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, and New England. What a great Sunday night game. I think this is something we've all been waiting for a long time. This has to be going to be the highest viewed game in the history of Sunday night. There's no way that another game, I think the last week broke records on the 49er game. They got flexed to the late game. But I think this Tampa Bay game is by far going to break records. And I think Tom Brady's going to make an example. He doesn't have Gronkowski, but he's going to make an example. And hopefully he understands that, and I bet he does, that Belichick will know his moves and what he's going to do. He's going to try to anticipate Tommy. But Tommy's going to anticipate his anticipation, if you understand that, and win. So Tampa Bay by 3 touchdowns. And really, I think Tampa Bay is really going to rely on Tommy. He's going to tell, hey, defense, fuck them up. Okay? That's what we need. We need defense. Go ahead and fuck them up. And I think that's where it's going to be reliant on, that Tampa Bay game. And then the Monday night game, Chargers versus the Raiders. The Raiders. Here's a classic. This is going to be a great game because these are both gunslingers. You get to see the new LA Chargers Stadium again on Monday night. Beautiful. It's like the battle of the two top teams, and because they both got amazing stadiums. They have a lot of good players, great potential. Derek Carr's a little bit older, but still they're younger quarterbacks that still have like 5 years in the league, maybe, if they stay consistent. So this is going to be an exciting game too. Stick to my local boy, go Bulldogs. Derek Carr. I'm really impressed with the Chargers. I'm really impressed with their quarterback. The coach is really pulling it off now. Coach has been there for a little while, and I think everything's kind of falling in line for him. So, but I think hopefully Derek Carr doesn't have to do another last 20-second comeback, throw passes all over the place. Hopefully this is just a legitimate win, and the defense really puts a stamp on it for the Chargers. So we'll see how things go, but that's my picks. Let's run them down. Cincinnati, Atlanta, Buffalo, Detroit, Dallas, Indianapolis, Cleveland, New Orleans, Tennessee, Philadelphia, Rams, 49ers, Baltimore, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Raiders. So, speaking of Raiders, I work in the Bay Area, so I hear a lot of the 49er talk. Used to be a lot of Raider talk, and they have I guess that doesn't have anything to do with Raiders, but Lorenzo O'Neal, local guy, Fresno State's retiring his number. I think it's like number 22 or something like that, 44, one of those numbers. But big shout out to Lorenzo O'Neal. Tweet him a lot. He used to tweet him a lot. He used to comment a lot when he was on the radio back in the day when I was working in San Francisco. I'm at Stanford right now, Palo Alto. But those are my picks. What do you think? Hit us up. Legends Podcasting. Sideline Sports Today. Also, always saying, looking for a host instead of me. I know I look good in this suit. Here, smooth to the side. Boom. I got two mics, so that one won't pick up good, but I got this shotgun mic right here. I don't know if you can see it. Where is it at? Way up here. Boom. You heard that, motherfucker. So, anyways. Hey, think you're a good host? Think you look better in this than I do? Huh? You get no respect. No respect, you see. Anyways, Sideline Sports Today, Legends Podcasting. Hit us up at Legends Podcasting. We do lots of media. Check us out. I posted a wedding we recorded. We're doing commercials. We're doing the movies. I didn't mention it, but I was on lockdown for like 2 weeks. A couple family members had COVID. Be careful out there. I had a family member that was under the age of 12, got it from school. The kids brought it back to the home, gave it to the parent, and then we all went on quarantine. So we were all safe. We're all clear. I maybe had a couple symptoms, but I was vaccinated, so it was really like I felt like kind of shitty, but I never tested positive, except for attitude. Anyways, so let's go. Once again, Kevin Holland, hit us up. I know you want to be on the show. We love you. Lorenzo O'Neal, badass. Shout out to him. My boy Billy Moore. If you guys go down to Old Town Clovis and you see my guy Billy Moore, say hi to him. He has a bicycle. If you're over there like in Midtown, it's like Pulaski and like 3rd or something like that. He's always there across the street from 559 Brewery. He's got a bicycle, long beard. He looks like he might be for the Half-Field and McCoys. I don't know, but he's local. He's a vet. Great guy. Don't just give him money, okay? Just talk to him. Say hi. Ruben said, stop by and said hi. Billy Moore. He's down in Old Town Clovis there. If you ever see me talking to him, people always trip out because I'm talking to my friend Billy. And I just wish everybody talked to him. Maybe I can only do so much. I'm not the because it's microphone. I can only do so much, but I'd appreciate if you guys go out there and give a hand to him. You know what I mean? Say, hey, what's up? Believe everybody can lose a bit of help, and he's a member of our community, and he's not invisible. We see him. Don't turn your head and walk past. Whatever your religious beliefs, your family beliefs, your moral beliefs, your life beliefs, your family beliefs, I believe they're probably all good and all in line with the same thing. And Billy's kind of the same guy. He's not a perfect gentleman. He's not free from sin, but he's definitely a member of our community. So I don't know how I ended on Billy, but so say hi to Billy. Legends Podcasting, like, share, red cup of coffee. We out.